Hi there, my name's Andrew, and today I'm going to talk about the Fogg Behaviour Change model. So this is BJ Fogg is a psychologist in the United States. He wrote a book called Tiny Habits, which is all about helping people to make significant long-term change in their life, and it's something that I try to implement with everybody that I work with in my coaching. So for any sort of behaviour change to happen, we need three things to come together. Okay, we have motivation, ability, and a trigger or a prompt. Okay, something that's going to remind them to make the change. So I'm going to use as an example somebody who's trying to start working out on a regular basis. Okay, as an example to make this easy to understand. So the first things we want to pay attention to here are here on this axis here we have motivation. Okay, so generally you're going to get people who are highly motivated and people who have low motivation. And here we've got ability. So do they have the ability to do the behavior? Is it hard for them to do, or is it easy for them to do? Okay, and then we have here what's called the action line. Okay, so the idea behind this is that if we're on this side of the line, when we're trying to make a behavior change, we're probably going to fail. Okay, so what's going to make that happen is if something's too hard for somebody who has low motivation, they're going to be here. Okay. However, if they're highly motivated, if they're really, really motivated, then they can still succeed even if they don't have the ability to do it properly. But generally, you can see obviously it's the chances of people being highly motivated are very, very, from my experience, I would say people start off highly motivated, but that motivation drops off very quickly, which is why we have people who take New Year's resolutions, for example, or they join the gym in January or February, and then by March or April they've dropped off, but they still continue to pay their gym membership, okay, because they don't maintain those high motivation levels. So what we want to do is we want to keep people on this side of the action line. As you can see with the smiley face, this is where people are more likely to be successful. So it doesn't matter where you are on this side, you could be highly motivated and you have the ability to do it, you'll still be successful. But generally what I try to do is I try to make it easy, and especially in the beginning, make it easy so that it requires less motivation. So the ways we can make it easy, I'm sure you can think of many. So if we use the example of somebody who's wanting to work out, we can say short workouts. We can say, okay, let's try to work out 2 times a week, 3 times a week for 15 to 20 minutes, or even 30 minutes, depending on motivation levels. Let's keep the workouts light and easy. Whereas if I was to get somebody new to working out and throw them in the deep end with heavy weights or CrossFit or high intensity workout that is just going to make them feel awful because they don't have the ability to do it, then again, we're going to bring them down here. Okay, my goal is to put you here where you're going to be successful. Okay, so to summarize, what we want to do here is we want to keep the changes, especially in the beginning, simple and easy, because let's use working out. The fitter you get, the stronger you get, your ability increases. Okay, the harder you can work out, the harder you can make your workouts, the more motivated you're going to be. You're still going to stay on this side of the action line. Okay. We talk about baby steps. Taking small steps along the way is what's going to equal up to big results. Okay, I'm going to do another video another time on the 1% improvement rule. That's something else we can talk about. Consistency equals momentum. So the more consistent we could be, the more momentum we build up. Okay, triggers, that's thinking about things that can trigger you. So reminders, having a coach, having your friends, using an app, lots of different things. Okay, things that are going to remind you that you need to continue doing that. Okay, making a plan, that's obviously another good thing that you can do as well. Okay, and then remember here, so these are something that I thought about. We change best when we feel good. Okay, so this is why we want to keep you on this side of the action line. If you're down here, you're not feeling good, you're feeling unhappy, you're feeling guilty, you're feeling bad, chances are you're going to fail at the change that you're trying to implement. But if you're feeling good about yourself, that you're actually succeeding in the change that you're trying to make, that's why we keep it easy in the beginning. you're more likely to succeed and keep on going. Okay. And then the one thing that I talk about a lot is practicing gratitude. Okay, being grateful. So that means being grateful to yourself. Okay. So what I mean by that is when you do something good, no matter if it's a 15-minute workout, tell yourself congratulations. Give yourself a little pat on the back, that you've done a great job for doing it, because every little step, no matter how small it is a step closer to your goal. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into how I work with people, and it gives you a little bit of understanding of how you can start implementing changes in your own life. And remember, this model here can be applied to any aspect, or any sort of behavior change you're trying to make. Stop smoking, reduce drinking, eating healthy. Maybe you want to take up a new hobby. For me, I want to start going to bed earlier at night. So now that I've reminded myself about this, I'm probably going to look at this in terms of how I can implement that into my daily routine. Okay, doke. So hope you enjoyed that video. And if you've got any questions, pop a comment below. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.